Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out Lego The Hobbit, and guess what we're doing? We are preparing for free play. So a couple things you want to do real quick before we head into free play is we want to grab the 2x Red Brick, we want to grab Sauron, and we want to grab Saruman. So anyways, hopefully you big Tolkien fans, I didn't slaughter those names too much. And moving along, we're right where you spawn every time you come back after completing the story. We're going to go ahead and tag any one of the levels and switch on over to Overhill, Underhill, and then select the free play option and choose whoever you want. It doesn't really matter, but in the end, we're going to choose and use Legolas. And the whole goal right now of what we're doing is we need to get the schematic for the Mithril flail, and then we're gonna go take that flail and deliver it to a young man in Hobbiton, and he's gonna give us the 2x Red Brick. So hopefully you're all up to speed with that, and maybe you've already got the flail or the schematic for this, and if you have, sweet, head to Bree and we'll show you what's up next. So basically, in order to get all this stuff and make it all work, you have to get the schematic. Then you have to take it to Bree, to the blacksmith, forge the design, because that's simply all it is just a schematic, tells you what to build. And then you have to take that item, in this case, over to Buddy and give it to him in order to complete the quest. And then for the reward, we get to buy a red brick. You know, that's a little annoying, kind of. I mean, you think about it like you go out of your way, you hook homie up, and then you have to buy the reward. Anyways, and real quick, another real little pet peeve of mine in this game. Really cool feature here that you get to fly around on the caw. But why didn't we just do this to begin with? Look how long it took us, less than a minute to fly all the way across. This would have been much easier. I mean, I get it. The story wouldn't exist. But I mean, seriously. I mean, these hobbits aren't very short, but they don't seem very smart either. Especially Gandalf the Great. Are you kidding me? We could have taken this caca or all. Anyways, we've made it to Bree. We go to the blacksmith here, and we find out that the blacksmith is actually missing in action. So his wife, who has a little bit more stubble than I would prefer to talk about, and stubble is little 5 o'clock shadow, her facial hair there. Yeah, so we're on a mission to go help her and find this young lad who's going to allow us to forge and do all sorts of dirty and disgusting things on that, back there in the blacksmith room. Forging's dirty work, people, but somebody's got to do it. All right, speaking of dirty work, I don't know if I need to apologize, but I might. This little area here, I mean, I knew what I needed to do, but I kind of went about it wrong, so it is a little more confusing. Your best bet is honestly just to drop off with both characters on the left side, right where the blacksmith is. So, as you can see, I dropped down with Gandalf, and I talked to him. He's like, hey, what's up, dudes? Yeah, all right, help me. Woohoo, yeah. And the only problem is we need both guys on this side, and we need to choose a dwarf that doesn't have a barrel around him, because he cannot buddy up. So, and of course, the game is pretty sweet. It tells us all of the character abilities when you're looking at the screen, so that is awesome. A lot of you probably haven't looked at it too much yet if you're following along, and not any further than we are in these videos, but yeah, it's really cool that it explains and tells you exactly what everybody can do. All right, so here's the bummer deal here. So I jump over with Gandalf, switch to a dwarf, we buddy up, and we're like, yeah, let's do... Oh, wrong side. So we got to jump both dwarves back over to the other side. So this is what I was talking about in reference to apologizing. So do the old double dwarf showdown, smack and blow, and now we can move on. We can see that there is a slingshot sack up top, so we're going to go ahead and fill it up with some rocks. 1, 2, 3 rocks. All right, so once the rocks drop, it provides us with a path across. And then last but not least, there's one more little thing we got to take care of over here. We're going to go ahead and switch to old, what's his name? His name is Buffer. Buffer, go back to Buffer. Come on, what are you doing? All right, so clearly I am just looking around trying to figure out who else can do what. Probably should edit this out, so maybe I should apologize for this too. Hey, we do have quick links down below in the video description if you guys are wanting to skip along to where Sauron is, or Saruman, or however you say either of those dudes. But, yeah, all right, so Sam it is we're going to use after a long delay there. And Sam's going to dig up and plant a seed, which is going to allow us to get our boing on and get over the top, because we're going to be able to push this lever. That lever's kind of dark. I don't know if it was just my settings on the game, or if it was supposed to be kind of a hidden, a hidden obvious. But nonetheless, we got our blacksmith now, and he is trailing along with us, and we're just going to follow the yellow brick road back to the town. All right, I'm kind of taking a shortcut, pilfering some studage along the way. And for whatever reason, I didn't turn on my 2x stud multiplier right here, so that was a dirt moment for me. And we come back, and basically, as soon as Buddy shows up, she realizes and goes, oh, but I hit the circle button and told it, and now she's like, oh, my, oh, you found him, yay! All right, so, yeah, you should go catch a shave real quick, and probably a shower. If you got all that stubble, you probably haven't showered in a while either there, madame. Not my call, though, I guess, really. Not my place to tell her what to do. We do get a Mithril Brick for completing that, so that was kind of nice. And as you can see right now, we've earned 25 thus far. We're going to go ahead and buy it. Looks like it takes quite a few bricks to go ahead and build this. 6 Mithrils and a few other items. So, and now you got to get your Booyakashow on. Bam! Ksh, bam! Ksh, bam! Ksh, bam! Ksh, bam! Bam! Ksh. Woohoo! All right, so this was a little weird to me. I know that there's a trophy achievement for getting perfect, and you know, even talking with Doug said that it'll tell you if you get it perfect or if it's just a forge. And it didn't tell me anything. It didn't tell me it was a forge. It didn't tell me it was a perfect forge. So maybe I misunderstood it. Maybe I got to go look somewhere else. Like once the schematic is completed, it tells me on the schematic. I don't know. All right, so here we go. Next, we got to make sure it's daytime. So, because it's nighttime out right now, as you can see, although the map looked nice and bright, it is dark outside. So we do target the closest campfire set, which is right outside of Bree here. We're going to go ahead and need to use somebody with a grapple. Somebody can hook on and get that human tether ball going. And we're confusing ourselves again with this. But we finally figured out one of these days, right? Wrong guy. Wrong guy. Booyakashow. Go back. Right? Nope. 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 Go back. Oh, come on. You know, sometimes I wonder if my brain does this just to entertain everybody. Like, clearly I'm trying to find out whether or not more people can use the grapple or not. All right, now that painful moment is over, we can go ahead and make our way to the campfire, pull out our wieners, and get our fire on. That sounded weird, didn't it? All right. Let's see here. All right, I'm just embarrassed now. I don't even know what to say. All right, cook some food, move along. And, all right, up top, now that it's daytime, there is a red quest indicating that we actually have the item needed for this. So, make your way down the yellow brick road. Oh, what's this? The ferry is not here. All right, well, if you find yourself in the same situation as I just did, of course, get mad, destroy everything locally, and then look around for the nearest statue. So we find a statue that is across the water, and it happens to be the one in Hobbiton, which is where we're going anyway. So, caw-caw! We're going to go ahead and fly on over, make our way into Hobbiton. And now that we're here, we're going to follow the yellow studs back to where we marked just a minute ago, which is just back in the corner. And then we'll see Buddy down in the corner there being like, hey, what up? Woohoo, woohoo. Okay, I'm excited. 2x Red Brick serving it up, even though we got to pay for it after we did this gentleman a favor. Okay, one last look on the map here. We're up in the north corner of Hobbiton. And he's like, yeah, buddy, could you do me a favor and hook me up with one of those things? And then he's like, oh, my God, you got one. Woo! So, yeah. And now that once we get this 2 times red brick, we'll be able to turn that on, and every stud we pick up will be worth twice as much as it was before. So if you are running a little low on cash, like maybe you've been buying characters as you unlock them or something like that, you definitely need to make sure that you have Saruman and Sauron. And we gotta, you're gonna need 120,000 to get that. So technically now you only need to find 60,000 worth of studs because you got the 2 times multiplier. So fading into black, moving along back to where we spawn, we're gonna go ahead and look all the way over at Rivendell, and we're gonna caw our way over there. So call in the eagle. Bam, bam. I'm sure there's some mythical name that Tolkien created for these. They're probably like, I don't know. It'd be really cool if they were gagas. I don't know how you spell that, but you know what? A lot of people don't know how to spell Booyakashow either, so I guess it is what it is. All right, once we get into Rivendell, go ahead and target Saruman, and we'll make our way there. It's funny because when I was actually playing this, I was kind of like, why is he in Rivendell? I don't remember him being, and what, and of course, I really remember him kind of being like the not-so-nice guy in Lord of the Rings. Being that this is earlier than that, he hasn't quite gotten all old and grumpy yet, or not fully old and grumpy. But there he is, and sure enough, Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, was actually on cable while I was editing this video. In fact, it's on right now. They're in the Goblin Cave. And anyways... yeah, he was there. Totally forgot all about that. So, all right, 50K less in our pockets, but we got a new buddy on our crew, and we're gonna move on to Sauron. And here we're gonna just take off from Rivendell because we can. We can call our caw. Let me know if that's too annoying, because I know some of you guys don't mind my ridiculousness, while others are quite annoyed by it. So. If that's a no-no, then drop it in the comments. All right, so now we're in Dol Guldur, and we're going to follow this pathway, except for we're going the wrong way. Actually, we're not. We need to drop down, and we're going to head on over to a campfire because we need it to be nighttime. So although we're in Dol Guldur, we need to make sure that it's nighttime because right over one of those moons is going to be our... man of the hour. So, all right, here we go. Weenies on forks again. We're ready to get some grub, get some sleep, and but you know what? No sleep for us, because we got no sleep till Sauron. That's right. Busting out a little Beastie Boy action for you. Keeping it live. All right, we're going to actually just follow all the way up to where we targeted. And once we get up there, it gets a little weird because there's all this weird black smoke and whatnot. And old Bilbo kind of covers his ears and whatnot. But walk up and offer this gentleman 70,000 studs. And guess what? He will be part of your crew too. And that's, you know what? You can stop right now and officially give yourself a hand because you are 100% ready to take on free play. Assuming you've beat the story, of course. So... that's going to wrap up Lego The Hobbit preparing for free play. We walked you through the entire course of how to get the 2 times brick, including where the schematic was, how to find the blacksmith, how to forge it, and then even paying and complaining about having to pay for the brick itself. And then moving along to the other 2 characters that you need that will most certainly bring light to those free plays. So hopefully you found it helpful and maybe slightly entertaining. If you did, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below. Like I said before in one of the other videos, it's crazy. We have so many awesome viewers here on YouTube, but so little of you are over on Facebook. And to be honest with you, we do a lot of conversing with people over there, as we do here on YouTube. But the contests don't happen on YouTube. They happen on Facebook. So if you guys are interested in free Happy Thumbs Gaming stickers and maybe some game codes and other items that we come across from game shows and other publishers and such, check us out, Happy Thumbs Gaming, over at Facebook. As well as HappyThumbsGaming.com. Check us out there too. If you're not one that wants to wait for winning a contest or something like that, you want to just get on and get your stickers going now. Got a laptop or something that's a little bare needing a Thumbie on it, head on over there. Check out our shop. All right, that's going to do it, peeps. As always, until next time. Boop, 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 boop.